days around.
Hello and welcome to the Tottenham America channel. Today we'll be reacting to Tottenham Hotspur's 3-1 win over Crystal Palace as they came back from 1 goal down and scored 3 in just over 10 minutes to secure all 3 points after a 2-week hiatus of football at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Now, there was really nothing happened in the first half. I mean, 2 weeks, a 2-week break from football for Tottenham, and yet probably the first half was one of the most boring halves we've watched in a while. There was really no threat in our attack. We didn't go anywhere.
Really only one chance of the game with Timo Werner against Johnstone, and Johnstone made a pretty good save. But I think Werner definitely should have put that away because he was 1-on-1 with the keeper. But you could just see his lack of confidence right there in that moment.
But overall, that first half was just very slow. You know, we didn't have a lot of attacking force. We got into the box a bunch, and I think we had like 13 corners this game.
We just had to take shots and test the keeper more.
Exactly. There was no confidence in a goal, and that really troubled us. I think the only shot besides the shot from Werner was a Bentancur long shot from outside the box that probably flew up about halfway, halfway up the stand. Then we moved into the second half, and that's where the action started, but not for Tottenham. In the 59th minute, Eberechi Eze, on his return from injury, put in a beautiful free kick into the right side of the goal. Purely the pace beating Vicario. It was just too fast for him to react. Right on the edge of the box, Bentancur gave away the free kick, and Eberechi Eze just put it right into the back of the net. It was a really, really nice free kick.
Yeah, beautiful free kick. Speaking of him, I believe he is one of our transfer targets for next summer as well.
I don't know how likely it is to happen. Crystal Palace.
I believe Man City are also on his tail right now as well.
It depends. Maybe Ange can give him the special phone call that we all heard about with
We're also
Brennan
looking for
Vicario.
Pedro Neto as well.
Yeah, that too. And Jota, the Celtic Jota, not Diogo Jota, but the other Jota that spent time with Ange. He's also on our list. But that's what made it 1-0. Eberechi Eze from a free kick. And it was pretty quiet for Tottenham. I mean, we were throwing a lot forward. Brennan Johnson was on for Bentancur, but nothing was transpiring into goals until the 77th minute.
I think even before the 77th minute, Werner got his first Spurs goal. Even before that, though, I think the main turning point was when Son hit the post. The atmosphere right after that just rose so much.
Son hit the post. He took a half volley swing off of, I think it was a Kulusevski cross into the box or ball into the box. Son had a half volley swing at it, and it went right onto the post. But I think that really upped the atmosphere because in the 77th minute,
Timo Werner gets his first Spurs goal. Brennan Johnson had the ball in the penalty box. He put a ball across right through all the Crystal Palace players, and Timo Werner at the back post just taps it into the net for his first Spurs goal, and the atmosphere is crazy.
It was so deserved for him because he's put out, I think, very, very solid performance after solid performance. There's certainly been times where he could have gotten his first Spurs goal a lot earlier. I think we can look at today itself and that one chance against Johnston where he probably should have put it away. It was a brilliant ball from Son to set him away, but he really should have done better one-on-one. But I'm just very happy that he finally has that first goal because I think, much like Richarlison, once he got that first goal, they fired in, and he had 9 goals in 10 appearances. So I don't know if something like that will happen to the extent with Werner, but I think he'll start scoring. He's got the confidence now, the backing of the fans, and that's really important. But in the context of the game, that got us level, and that was a huge, huge goal for us.
Yeah, huge goal. Then just 3 minutes later, it was a kind of an awkward goal from Guti Romero, who gets yet another goal this season. I believe that's his 3rd goal, maybe
fourth goal this season.
Pretty crazy
For Christian Romero, as a center back.
I believe as a center back, I believe he's had more goals than Brennan Johnson, I think.
I still think that Guti Romero has scored our best.
Yep, Brennan Johnson 3 goals, Guti Romero with 4. Pretty crazy.
I think Romero has scored our best goal of the season still. That Burnley goal was still the best goal of the season.
That was a lovely goal.
I don't think there's anything
I think James Madison's goal in the same game.
That was also very good. But
goal.
I think Romero's is still the best because it was impromptu. It was a center back who scored it. But yeah, he's the one who got us up 2-1 in this game, just 3 minutes after the first goal from Timo Werner. I don't know what it is with Tottenham and getting 2 goals in like 3 minutes.
I don't know.
Do that way too much.
Did against Brentford, did that today.
Exactly, and it definitely stresses you out as a fan. Because
definitely.
we were 1-0 down for 77 minutes, and then we suddenly were 2-1 up in the 80th minute, 3 minutes later. But yeah, it was a great goal from Romero, but the assist from Maddison was even better.
Yeah, that was a great cross. It was just a little dink into the box,
Exactly.
and then Romero with the delicate header.
It was a really, really nice goal to watch. I think that was the best assist of the game, probably. He just took it really, really well. And then in the 88th minute, just to seal things off, Son Heung-min scored a goal that he probably deserved from today for his work rate. He hit the post earlier in the game, but finally Son got his goal. The ball ricocheted out to Son. I think Brennan Johnson might have gotten a touch on it. I don't know if he got the assist. He did get the assist, so the ball ricocheted off of Brennan Johnson as he was closing down a Crystal Palace defender, and the ball finds its way to Heung-min Son, who just has a one-on-one chance with Johnston, very similar to the Werner chance actually, but I think Son was a little better angled and had more space, so I think he had a little bit more time, and he's more experienced with finishing up those types of chances, so he was able to fire it into the back of the net.
Now he's up to 13 goals this Premier League season,
which is absolutely insane.
Considering that he missed like what, 5 games?
3 games, I think. 3 or 4 games for the Asian Cup. But I mean, he is still, no matter how we twist it, Richarlison's going to be just as great. But I think Son is still going to be our main man, coupled with Richarlison. But the game did end 3-1 in our favor. Of course, bringing the blood pressures of Spurs fans around the world through the roof. But they did finally get the win. And I think we were a bit nervous because if we lost today, that would have been 2 home losses in a row after we lost our last game to Wolves. So I think it was a much needed win today, definitely, to get us back on track. We stay in 5th, but we do have a game in hand around all of the teams around us.
This puts us in a pretty good place. Same amount of games played as Man United currently, before they play Man City this weekend. And we sit on 50 points, 6 points ahead of them, which is a good margin.
Yes.
And after they play against City, if they lose, we will still have another game in hand ahead of them. Aston Villa, who are also going to play against Luton this match week, we are also 2 points behind them. And if they do lose, that gives us a big opportunity.
Yeah. We are playing Aston Villa next weekend.
That's a huge, huge game.
Yeah, if things go our way with Aston Villa, I think it's very... Okay, I can't say it's out of the book completely because Luton have pulled out a couple of random wins this season.
Yes,
definitely. Didn't they win like 4-0 against Brighton or something? You can't rule it out at this point. So if something freak like that happens again, then we have a chance to go into 4th. But we'd have to win that Aston Villa game. And if we play the way we played in the first half today, we're not getting anywhere. Let's be honest.
If we played like how we played in the last 25 minutes,
we would win.
Yeah, we'll win.
So... Yeah, it's just been it's been like this pattern for a while, but I feel like today was a little better because we started the fixing it up earlier, and I think that helped us get the goals.
Yeah. And we also made sure after we took the lead, we did not concede like we did against Brentford and like we did against Newcastle.
That's very true. Yeah, we were very sure defensively, and I think one thing of that is because we were not being defensive. We were being normally attacking, and that's why we did not concede, because we were playing our normal play style and we naturally defend well that way.
If you're up 3-1, you're not gonna go defensive in the last 5 minutes.
I think that was a mistake against Brentford.
If you didn't concede earlier, then just play how you've been playing.
Exactly, yeah. But that's it for our reactions to Tottenham's 3-1 win against Crystal Palace in the Premier League. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Spurs content. Comment down below what your thoughts on this game were, and until next time,
come on you Spurs!